Good evening and welcome back to Be Rich. Today I want to talk about how to handle a market which is wild and what should you do. Well, for the last 10 years practically, and if not 13, from the fall of 2008, it takes no courage to be in the stock market because every dip has been bought into. So, you were foolish if you had not bought, and therefore, only the sensible people were those who kept buying irrespective of what happened in the market. But now things have changed. There is a lot of pressure in the market, even though some government's hidden hand is seen in some markets like India. Overall, the markets are weak and under pressure. Then there is a possibility that this weakness will correct and will extend further. How do we handle such a market? And what happens if the war expands? And like Russia has requested yesterday, if China joins this war. So, when you go back and look at history, then there is definitely a template to do this. During 1939, when Adolf Hitler launched this war and moved into Poland, the markets tanked. The markets were already very weak because of the Great Depression. A young man from Midwest, it was originally from Tennessee, called his broker to buy $100 worth of stock on every company that traded in then New York Stock Exchange for less than $1. So he said to his broker, buy me $100 worth of stock on every stock which is less than $1. The broker reported back and said he had bought every stock which was trading less than $1 and not yet become bankrupt. The young man then turned round and told his broker, I want everything, including those that have gone bankrupt. So the broker bought 104 companies in total, 34 of them which were bankrupt, and he had 104 stocks, and each of them he bought for $100. This meant that the young man was out of money by $10,000 and had to borrow some to go on with this deal. The young man held on to this in spite of tumultuous times over the next 5 years. What could have gone wrong went wrong. There was Pearl Harbor. Entire Europe was in the hands of the Nazis, and the war, many thought, would never end. In 1944, it was when the writing was war clear on the wall that the West had won the war and liberal forces had triumphed. This young kid sold all his holdings. 100 out of 104 stocks which he had bought turned profitable. His total holdings quadrupled in the sense he made more than $40,000 on a purchase price of $10,000 in 4 years. A remarkable feat, but it required a lot of courage and patience to hold on to this market. This is what he did. Templeton went on to become one of the most celebrated managers of our time before he sold his mutual funds and retired to the Bahamas. From America, he moved to the Bahamas. And today, the Templeton Prize, which marries science with religion, is the most sought after prize in the world and pays slightly more than what a Nobel Prize would do. The first Templeton Prize was awarded to Mother Teresa. Templeton is regarded as one of the greatest investors of all time. But he showed us what one should do when there is extreme pessimism. When there is extreme pessimism in the market, one has to jump in and buy. And that is what Mr. Templeton did. To be a great investor requires a lot of qualities, which Mr. Templeton went on to show. One must have curiosity, one must be a skeptic, both completely poles opposite to each other. If you are curious, you want to know everything and anything that is new in the market. If you are a skeptic, you take everything with a pound of salt. That is, you don't believe anything. So you have to be curious, you have to be skeptic, not believing on anything unless you understand it and it's within your circle of competence. Once you have done these two, then you need enormous discipline. If you do not have that kind of discipline, you cannot succeed. Discipline is doing the boring things day in and day out. irrespective of what is the noise around us. The noise around us is there to distract us and therefore must be ignored. We must do what we have to do repeatedly in a routine, and whether we are bored or whether we have high energy. Apart from that, you should have independence in the sense that your thinkings cannot be swayed by public opinion or what others have to say about you. You have to have an independent line of thinking which is contrarian. At sometimes it may not be contrarian and you may not have to agree with it. One should also have the humility to admit when one is wrong. Like I keep on pointing out, it is impossible to have 10 on 10. At times, it is possible to have only on 6 on 10. On those 4 occasions, you must be willing to admit that you are wrong. Once you admit you are wrong, then you can get forward. You can learn from your mistakes. Only when you have humility, you can do that. Therefore, you must continue to be humble. And finally, you should have patience. If you don't have patience to wait, there is no point in being an investor. Patience is the mother of all qualities you need to succeed in a market. Most of us want to buy today and sell tomorrow, forgetting that a stock represents a part ownership of a business. So it takes time for a business to fructify. And above all, we must have courage. Courage to be different from the herd. You should be ready to buy when nobody wants to buy. Thank you for watching. Be rich. If you like this video, kindly subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. And if you do like this video, kindly consider sharing it among your friends and relatives. Once again, I thank you for watching. Be rich.
I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support.